Hi, this is Tawana Freeman with the Black Life Coaches Network, and I am happy to have you join me again today. I am so pleased to be in the company of Coach Early Jackson, who is our motivational expert, our phenomenal international speaker. If you want motivation, if you want words of encouragement, Coach Early is the man, and I highly recommend him to anyone for you to go in, check out his website, check out his books, because he is awesome. Coach Early, thank you for joining us. How are you today?
Wow, I'm great after that introduction, Tawana. Thank you so much.
Hey, you're welcome. I tell the truth. If it is marginal, I will state it's marginal. But at the end of the day, I really do believe that our audience deserves the best. And I love bringing quality to Black Life Coaches Network. Your articles are always on point. People comment, and send me separate emails talking about how they can reach you and communicate with you more. But, Coach Early, I really wanted people to know you better. And one of the questions I have for you is, how did you find yourself in the coaching industry?
Wow. Tawana, honestly, just like many things that I would consider a calling or a passion, a purpose, it was something that unfolded through some traumatic situations in my own personal life. I was this is my second marriage. I was married before for nearly 10 and a half years, 3 beautiful children, but really we weren't fulfilling each other in that marriage. And it ended very traumatically. There was a rocky period, and I went through a period of life where I lost everything. And the beauty of losing everything is you're left with yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And I began to kind of confront some of the belief systems that I had and some of the things that I thought about myself. And I employed the services of a coach to help me make that transition. Because usually in life, we're good at when straightaways. It's when life throws us a turn that we mess up really badly. And that's the power of a coach. You can learn things by one of two ways, either by your own personal experiences or the experiences of someone else. I found that people say experience is the best teacher. Experience can be an expensive teacher. When you can employ and benefit from the life of someone like you, like in your book, when you talk about potential, I can take the 4 or 5 years it took you to have those experiences and learn that in 2 months if I read the book, and not have to go through all the things you went through to get it. So the long and short of it is I employed the assistance of a coach to help me navigate that real sketchy time of my life, and I'm better for it.
Once you became victorious, you were then able to transfer that beautiful transition, the goods, all the things that came in, all the good, the bad, everything. You were able to transition that information, package it, and then be able to help someone else and deliver it so that someone else can be helped. And I think being a coach and having experiential learning and being able to say, I've been there, I've done that, no matter what area that we specialize in, you're in motivation, I'm in business development, no matter what our niches are, when we bring our experience to the table, we know we can hear where people are and we can see and, visualize where they need to go. And that totally helps with our practices. And I want to thank you for sharing that personal story with us, because it makes it more relatable and understand who you are as a person. So as a coach, what are some of the things that things that are important to your clients when you're working with clients? What are some of the things that are important?
Well, Tawana, one of the first things I do when I meet with the client is I share a bit of my story, because I want to make the experience real for them, because I don't want them to think that I'm just coming from some theoretical background, and these are some great principles that I read in the book, but these are usually what I teach and train and coach from are tears that I shed myself. Mm-hmm. And one of the things my wife and I try to live by is that we want to turn every teardrop into a profitable experience. And a lot of times people aren't able to profit from the pain that they've went through. But we went through that pain so we can learn how to monetize it. But when I meet with clients and I talk with them, some of the things that's important for them is transition, adjustment. I work with a lot of clients who are moving from bad marriages to singlehood. A lot of single mothers who are moving into new business opportunities. And we work with everyone from someone trying to break the habit of smoking to someone that's trying to lose weight. But the funny thing I found is that, as my wife teaches, all truth is parallel. if it's truth, it will work in any arena of life.
Absolutely.
So the same principles that we teach someone about, being able to stop smoking is the exact same principles, foundational principles, for someone who's trying to lose weight or get a better grip on their health issues in their life. It's all just a foundational principle of how to execute and going beyond just I want to do it to I've done it.
Right, absolutely. And you said there's profit in the pain.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
those words are ringing so clear to me. I really appreciate you saying that, because it allowed me to kind of take a minute and, as if we're having a coaching session here, it took me away for a second, because I started to think, no, seriously, I started to think about some of the things that I had gone through, and the word profit is what got me to, when we go through pain, we go through those experiences and we transition through them victoriously. To say you profit from it means you've gained something at a different level. And that was very deep. I really appreciate you saying that. And that was key. Now, if your wife gave those notes to you, then you tell her I said that was a good one.
I definitely will. You know what else too, Tawana? I try to help people understand that once we identify the shame, we can overcome the pain.
Absolutely.
It's amazing, whether it's business, whether it's personal issues, whether it's family issues. When people experience a failure, there is this great association to shame, as if nobody on earth has ever failed before.
Oh,
and I know even as a business coach, when you meet with people, sometimes you have to dig through that shame factor. Because we can't alleviate or overcome any kind of pain until we embrace and understand where this shame came from. And I always ask people, who told you were a failure? And we help them in our coaching firm readjust and redefine what failure and success means to them.
Absolutely, and you're right. When shame, I recall having worked with several clients, and shame was the root of their inability to transition, their inability to move forward. It was actually crippling them, because they could not face where they had been before. They could not go and apply to those jobs where people who knew them resided. They couldn't go forward anywhere because they were so ashamed of the things that they had done in their past that they really had become very stagnant. And you can't allow, and we're not going to coach that, but I'm going to tell you something, that is critical information. Why is it important for people who want to be successful, in your mind, your opinion, to have a coach or mentor? Why is it important?
Wow. Every time I hear that question, Tawana, I always kind of flip it and ask the question, how important is a GPS to you? They're so important, because a lot of times we know where we want to go, but because we've never been there and we've never seen it modeled in front of us, how in the world do we get there?
Right.
When you can just sit down with someone once or twice a month, and I teach extensively on how to identify and acquire a good mentor, because most here's what happens most times. We're talking to people on our exact level. If you want to know where you're going, I can look in your phone, look at the 5 people you hang out with the most, the 5 people you call the most, and I can tell you, without being spiritual and without being able to tell your future, I can tell you where you're going to go, because you're going to be the sum total of the environment that you surround yourself in.
Right.
And we can't go to the next level because we don't know anyone on the next level.
That's right.
And there has to be this bridge. That bridge is called a mentor. It is immense. I wish I knew this in my 20s. I didn't learn this stuff till my mid-30s. A mentor can shave years off of your experiences.
You're not kidding.
They can shave years. One meeting with a mentor can keep you from trying to get one building where you're going to have to spend all this money in rezoning it and having it reconstructed. And they can have you, point you in a different direction. I've learned a lot of this stuff the hard way. Right. And I try to turn around and really share with those that are coming right out of college, graduating from college. Listen, I can help you. Please pick the right woman, because a mentor can show you pick where you're going, not where you are right now.
That's right. From someone who had mentors my entire professional career, I understand the value, and then, of course, turned around and became a mentor to thousands of young women. And in your book, Groomed for Greatness, you talk about people needing to be empowered, and everything you're giving me right now is just empowering. And you talk about the need for empowerment and not help. Can you expound on that?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I shocked some people. I stood up at a conference one time and said, I quit helping people. And they were like,
That's
you're
right.
a coach. You're in wellness. You're called to help people, buddy. I said, no, I'm not called to help people because, and this is my personal revelation, help implies deficiency in you. Empowerment, however, says there's something in you. I'm just gonna show you how to flip that switch.
That's
it's kind of
right.
like being in a room and you go to the bathroom in a restaurant or somewhere unfamiliar and you're patting around on the walls and you're trying to find the on switch for the light. When someone walks by and says, right there on the right hand side, I don't need you to turn it on for me. I just needed you to point me in the right direction.
That's right.
That's what empowerment does. Help creates this codependent relationship where I'm always going to call Tawana because Tawana always gives me my pep talk. No, what I'm going to do is show you where you went wrong so that you can pep yourself up.
Right.
There's a huge difference. And I found out people will take advantage of your dysfunctions.
Oh, yes.
That's a dangerous thing. When you are in a dysfunctional state, people can benefit from your dysfunction.
Oh, yes.
But when you're empowered, you really get an idea of who's really for you and who's against you.
I want to keep going in that, but I'm not. I'm going to stop right there. Early, you are so right. And it is always a pleasure speaking with you. I enjoy our conversations every time. And we'll have you back again. And we're going to get into more specific coaching issues that I think our viewers are going to probably flood our email boxes about. And I look forward to having you on again. And, of course, tell your wife that I said hello. And I look forward to introducing her, that strong woman that stands behind you and keeps you lifted up in prayer. That's right.
I couldn't make it without her.
I know she does.
Make it without her.
I know she does. So I look forward to having you all again. And again, this is Tawana Freeman, and thank you all for joining us. We had a wonderful discussion with Coach Early Jackson, and I'm telling you, if you have not visited his website, please do so because he has a number of different products that he can offer you that you can get right to your doorstep. And if you live in the Virginia area, you need to meet up with him. If you are in the Chesapeake, Hampton Roads area, Coach Early Jackson and his wife, Sharice Jackson, reside in that area, and they are a part of the Black Life Coaches Network. So thank you again, and we look forward to talking to you again, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.